Now, I just want to point to a question from Saoirse Gannon. She says, how come the benefits for disability allowance and other payments are not being brought in until next March, and other stuff has taken priority? Why the delay in that?
Because again, it's about making, trying to make fair choices with the money that we have available to us. At the end of the day, Christine, I sit down with the Taoiseach and I say, this is how much money do we think we're going to collect in tax next year? This is where I think we can add to it. And then this is how we're going to spend the money. And even when you have the great responsibility and privilege of trying to look after an economy and be a member of government to lead it does boil down to that basic insight that we can only spend how much money we collect or are able to borrow in the future. And that boils down directly to what happened in social protection. The decision that we made is by making those payments available, I think a couple of weeks later than we made them available a year ago. That then gave us the money to increase the family income supplement, to increase the qualified child allowance, to increase the fuel allowance by a week, to put more community employment schemes available for people over the age of 55 and in rural areas.
And was the disability provisions and, say, the social welfare provisions, some people might say that might have been a Fianna Fáil win, or Fine McGrath might have been in there in the negotiations, or was this something that you guys actually in Fine Gael wanted to do?
Well, when it's in our programme for government and the programme in our election manifesto, the 2016 election manifesto, all of the things that we have made happen were Fine Gael priorities. I'm not making these changes because somebody's extracting it out of me or demanding I do it. I'm making these changes because these are the right thing to do. They're an essential element of how a growing economy like our own, that is a decent society, should look after people. And I've dealt with some kind of charges during the day and questions regarding, why are you changing these welfare benefits again as we changed them all last year? The reason for that is if you look at these payments over the context of a decade, over 10 years, for many of our citizens who are receiving these increases, this is the second change in a decade. And so much harm was done to people as a result of the terrible difficulty that we went through. We're trying to make sure they can participate in some way now from the change that's underway in our economy.